Hello dear students. In this lesson we talk about some features and some objects about plants. For example, plant adaptations, the natural selection and life cycle variations, and the physical characteristics of the plants. The plant adaptations in your book is page 116. Let us take a start. Plant adaptations. When a surrounding environment to plant change and the particular resources limited, too many plants cannot survive these harsh environment, but some of them can change and survive the environment. These changes and these exclusive features that allow the plant live in a particular places or habitats, this called adaptation. So adaptation is any changing that can give ability to the plant to live in a particular places. This is why from a specific environments we have a specific plants. We have desert plants, water plants, and temperate plants. They are also different, have different features because the environments are different. And the most important point is to know that the adaptation process is not a very quickly process. It needs several generations, and it needs a lot of times to happen, maybe thousands of years to plants to adapt for a specific environment. These adaptations came from the ancestor of this plant, from the parents of the plants, by transferring or transporting the genetic materials to the offsprings. The natural selection. Natural selection also, this is a process through which populations of living organisms adapt and change. And also this natural selections help the particular organism to survive in its habitat. And all individuals have a specific ways to stay alive, and they are also have variations among the populations. For example, the suitable beak for fed on the seeds is short and sharp beak. So this is naturally selected among these groups of birds. And here the long neck is naturally selected to feed on the tree leaves. So these individuals with adapted traits that give them some advantages are more likely to survive and reproduce, so they can grow, reproduce, and feed on specific environments. And then they just pass this adaptive traits to the offsprings or the new generations all over the times. Among the organisms, plants and animals, the life cycle is very different. We have short life cycle, we have very long life cycles. And among the seasons also, we have different growing plants. So these plants adapted to reproduce and growth in a specific seasons and specific places in the ecosystem. For example, the Venus flytrap, this one is programmed to germinate after winter, so it needs a cold temperature or cold environment, and then the seed will germinate. So you cannot grow this one indoor until you have to put the seed of the Venus flytrap in the refrigerator for several weeks, and then after that the seed will germinate. Another example is morning glory flowers. This species of flowery plants take advantage of the warm weather and grow very fast, producing flowers and seeds, and then die before the cold temperatures arrive again. Also, other plants live through the winter but do not produce flowers or seeds until the springs. So the variations of these species of the plants in the particular ecosystem happened millions of years and takes millions of years. They adapted to their environment to survive these temperatures, this humidity, and this habitat in general. Another things is the physical characteristics of the plant. So we're gonna talk about some physical characteristics of these plants. The physical characteristics help the specific plant to survive in its environment or habitat. For example, the coconut seed or the coconut husk will float in the water. This process or this feature help it to transport from one area to another and germinate and spread the seed to another area. Another physical characteristics, for example, in water lily, this flowery plant have the floating leaves and flowers. This feature help it to obtain water and nutrients, also take up energy from the sun and reproduce by flowers. Also we have the desert plants also. So the Different plants have a different strategy to reproduce, growth, and survive. Okay guys, so it's all about this lesson. I hope all of you get understand very well, and you are free to ask any questions. Thank you for watching and listening.